This is the song that made this place famous, but many would argue that it's the other way around. Nestled between rows of books in College Street, Coffee House has an emotional connect with Calcuttans like few other places. Its patrons are staunch loyalists, young and old, who wouldn't be seen anywhere else drinking any other coffee. Alok Bhattacharya is a lawyer and a former Naxalite. He and his friend Kedarnath Ganguly, or Keshtoda as he's called here, a retired professor, have been coming here every day for 50 years now, ever since they were students at Presidency College.
I use it as my private parlor. You can shout at the top of your voice. Even you can bring your girlfriends here and do a lot of dilly-dallying.
Abhishek left the city to study but has now returned because he didn't quite feel at home in Maharashtra. His first stop when he came back, Coffee House.
I went outside and came back to this city because there's no place like Kolkata.
The ancient menu, the peeling walls, Javed the waiter and the cutlets have remained the same. What has been added over the years are the declarations of love and lust. But Coffee House continues to be a place barely touched by time. Considered traditional and old-worldly by many, most of Coffee House's clients would not be seen in another famous tea room on the other side of the city.
If the Coffee House is an institution, well, then so is Fleury's, which is in the middle of Park Street. A somewhat richer cousin of the Coffee House, Fleury's caters to a more upmarket clientele.
Here, Ridhima and her friends, young successful working women, meet up over baked beans on toast and Irish creme coffee. They candidly admit that they won't quite fit into the Coffee House ambience.
Well, honestly speaking, I don't think I've ever been to the Coffee House, but it really doesn't matter.
Yes, there is a divide as to who would go to a coffee house today and who would frequent something like Fleury's.
Despite the stark contrast between the two, Coffee House and Fleury's coexist peacefully in Kolkata without treading on each other's toes. It's a balancing act like a lot of other things in the city. Football, they say, is part of Kolkata's DNA.
Football has its own place in West Bengal or in Kolkata. We have teams like Mohun Bagan in East Bengal.
And once a club supporter, always a club supporter.
The passion for football, no, it's not that.
And when the two rivals meet on their battlefield, victory takes on a whole new meaning.
50% fans of Mohun Bagan, 50% fan of East Bengal, cheering for them when they come out from the ground. That is tremendous.
Such is the passion for the sport that, to date, this street called Mohun Bagan Lane takes pride in painting houses in the team colours.
But now there's a distinct feeling in the city that that passion, that emotion is somewhat waning. There's a new sport that's competing and there's a new mascot.
Kolkata has its own team now, and this man has become an honorary Calcuttan. Fans arrived in thousands to egg on their boys in green and gold. They cheered with Shah Rukh Khan and wept with him.
He could just stand, near the boundary line and just do this, and 80,000 people would roar. So I think he's more than an honorary Calcuttan now.
Clever marketing enabled the Knight Riders franchise to cash in where football couldn't. But the beautiful game continues to draw in die-hard fans.
We are having a lot of live television coverage, but unfortunately it is not quality.
But Calcuttans argue that they have place in their heart for both.
If you eat Maj Bhat, you are also eating biryani also, like in the Calcutta.
There was a time when fish markets would sell out either hilsa or prawns, depending on which football team won, with East Bengal supporters celebrating with hilsa and Mohun Bagan with prawns. Now, that's a thing of the past.
When East Bengal or Mohun Bagan win, only a handful come to buy fish.
But here in Kolkata, the beautiful game will always be a constant.
A reality show is a kind of magnet.
Coming up, Kolkata and reality TV's New Kids on the Block.